EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Bigsby with a carry to begin the series. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Second and inches at the 35-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You look at this Raiders defense. It's quite a unit. Number one in the NFL against the pass.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Straight ahead, here's Nwangu. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The Steelers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing.
And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Second and 15. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards there. A big one. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. They'll set up the screen for Nwangu. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And this one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Bigsby. Going to be stopped before he can get moving forward, as he'll lose a couple back to the 5-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Moore, the motion man right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And a nice job of break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it. And
this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Now a field goal forthcoming for the Steelers. From the right hash and a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is indeed good. So 3 points on the board. As easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Set. Smash. Red. Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That is incomplete. Looking for Christian Watson that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. They enter this one down to the 26th position in the NFL against the run.
This is an area of the game that they definitely have to improve because right now, against the pass, top 10 in the league. But against the run, that's where the struggles have come in. You've got to find a way to make sure they stop runners before they get started.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Up the middle, Nwangu. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Past the 20. He's got the first down and then some. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Second down, here's a run with Bigsby. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Got it. Steal. Check steal. Bang. Hunt.
On the give is Nwangu. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that one hits at the 7 but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. To throw, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. There he goes, right side. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 50 yards.
He's already got 1 touchdown this first half already. That very nearly was a second. Defensively, they're going to have to figure something out because he's been able to outrun the defenders early and often so far.
On first down, Allen. And his throw here's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now it's 2nd and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 33 yards that time.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jacobs again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts. I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And pass complete to Moore. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
Well, this hasn't really been a first half to remember on either side of the ball. But I think this kind of makes this an important drive. You'd love to get this back to a 1-score game if you can. And that's good work there to get some yardage here and pick up the 1st down.
And the Raiders have got him. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
That's a ball he needs to let go of there. Wasn't the most time in the world to work through his progression, but NFL quarterbacks, they've got to sense the pressure. They've got that internal clock, and the ball has to be gone. And if you're not going to escape and run for it, you have to let it go before the pressure gets to you and puts you on the ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here we go.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 16.
Red, yellow. Hut.
Back to throw here. He'll get this to Nwangu. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Ready?
They go quickly here out to Moore. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Come on, set. Ultra. Set.
From the gun, Bigsby. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down.
Black ultra. Ready?
They'll look to throw here. And this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Allen now on 1st down. That's caught by Tucker. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And this is going to be a Raiders first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on first down is Allen. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Here's 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Allen. Cannot get away, and down he goes. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Allen going to change this at the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Through the middle of the field. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. This offense set to begin the 3rd quarter. And, Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs. His 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Raiders come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 12 more yards for him there. It's a first down.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Back to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone. And look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He's on his way. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchdown.
Yard line.
Let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Smack.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's good for a Steelers first down.
Another run now for Nwangu. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Give left side here for Nwangu. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 59 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. He'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, this offense has already been forced to settle for field goals on their drives earlier, so this is not a welcome sign here.
Indeed, it is not, and they certainly hope it's not a sign for the entire game because they know they've got to be able to sustain drives all the way through. Pick up those guys rushing the quarterback and give himself a chance.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s, and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And his pass incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. How to approach this? 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's McLaughlin. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team is.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 201 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will... Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up second and goal.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Alert, alert, alert! What's that?
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Still going inside the 20. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. A great play there. 39 yards. And the Steelers are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure taking it right down Broadway. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 45 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
20. Fighting his way through contact. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A big play there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the 4th. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Steelers 16.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Down.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Hey.
In motion left goes Watson.
Smash. Red. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going for the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Now he's into the clear again. He may go. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there. Finishing strong with 3 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Raiders add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Ready up.
The offense on third down, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Blitz forthcoming as he'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Here we go. Set.
At the 49-yard line.
Claws red. Ready?
They'll look to throw again. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
The throw over the middle taken in. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Come on.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
Yellow. Set.
Back to throw. That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
First down.
Black over.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Completes it to Evan Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That goes for a gain of 31. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back.
Here we go.
They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now back to throw. He's got it. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle. As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Here we go.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.